everybody goes to work. We got the count for you. The 10 minutes to the championship, to the mustard belt. And I'm seeing Stoney pull out early.
Stoney thinks this is the year where he'll make his run, Paul. You see that?
A quiet guy, quiet during the introductions, seems to do his talking with his eating, if I can go that route.
He's got this Luis Suarez type fight, which has no place in the game of football, but is welcome here in Coney Island.
Yeah, but look at what Chestnut is doing right off the top here in the first minute. He goes 2 ahead of Stoney. And how about Janice? Eater X is keeping in there as well.
Okay, judges, what do we got here?
Eater X says he didn't prepare for this contest, and that's how he prepared for the contest. I thought it was an odd comment. I don't know if he's playing possum or what, but he's holding tight.
Prepare without preparation. Way to go. His new fiance was down there just cheering Joey on as now Chestnut goes through 13, and we've gone through the first minute and 20 seconds.
Well, I always say that it's at about the 7 minutes to remain mark. 3 minutes in is when you see who's going to lead this thing.
You're looking at a 9.68, 9.19 dogs per minute for Chestnut. That would be a record pace and get him at least to the 70 that he is looking for. He's got to build it up right now. He's got to get the lead on it now because everybody will fall off a bit later.
Well, there's Nestle. What an emotional afternoon for her, huh? Future husband going for number 8. Facing a challenge from a guy they call a friend who also lives in San Jose, Matt Stoney.
And Stoney matches Chestnut now, so they're running head and head for the lead. Now Chestnut goes just ahead, so they are very close at this point.
2 meets 1 bun.
20 and 20.
There you see it now. Joey's getting into his rhythm. 2 meets 1 bun, and then he catches up on the buns a little later. The buns obviously pose a challenge in this contest. The buns are weighty. They're like the hills of the Pyrenees for a Tour de France rider. Maybe.
Physically fit. No one knows why. He paints his face with a mask.
You see the different styles of these eaters.
I see that Stoney's going 2 meets as well.
Approaching the 7-minute mark. 7 short.
Look at that, Eater X looking over. Bad form, Eater X. You know, Eater X is a great eater. He's never won the big one out here. He's kind of like Lee Westwood, you know. He's a fantastic guy. He's got a fantastic game, but come on. Even Ben Curtis won a major.
You know, he's got the style, though. He loves to show off. Obviously wears the makeup. 27 for Chestnut.
Eater X beguiles me.
Back.
Matt Stoney and Joey Chestnut. Matt Stoney is the aggressor.
There he goes. Eater X, Tim Janis.
Tim Janis beguiles me because he willingly listened to that Pharrell song Happy for 24 straight hours. And I don't think he got paid. He was just doing it to set a record.
Why did he do such a thing?
What a great group of guys we have here. 13 qualifiers. There's Badlands, the veteran.
And a couple of them military.
Yeah, to the right there is Ronnie Hartman from Fort Stewart. He's an Army specialist. And to his right, our left, is Chen Yao, Horatio Chen Yao from Fort Lee, Virginia. We did a qualifier down there with Nathan's Famous this year for the base only. It was a lot of fun. These guys, we got to thank them on July 4.
Neither one of them have a military occupation specialty of eating contests. That doesn't exist within the military.
Well, let's keep our fighting men and women fit.
5 minutes and 47 to go. Stoney is ahead by 1 over Chestnut. It's gone back and forth. They are still at a record pace. The record is 69 dogs in the 10 minutes. But right now, you keep that 7.7 going, and you're 70 plus.
Yeah, I was interested to see what the rain would do. Would it slow them down a little earlier? Because they always, balance out a little bit. By balance out, I mean 7, 8 hot dogs a minute.
I am seeing something out of Matt Stoney, the number 2 ranked eater in the world. They call him the Megatone.
Stoney to 36. Chestnut just behind. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
Stoney's got to be happy right now. He wanted to stay 1 ahead. He wanted to get to a place where Chestnut was behind him, and he thought that would mentally impact Chestnut. And look at that. Halfway through, Stoney, the Megatoad.
At 5 minutes to go. This is normally where, well, it gets a little more difficult to get those dogs and buns in you. We'll see who can actually break through that barrier. Right now, Stoney still is a 1-dog lead over Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, and we are in the final 5 minutes, so Stoney is not an ant at Joey's picnic. Stoney is a scorpion in Joey's sleeping bag, and Joey doesn't want a scorpion anywhere near him.
So are you thinking at this time that we're seeing out of Chestnut, who just goes ahead by 1, and then Stoney answers the back? Are we looking at a possible upset here?
Well, let's put this in perspective. Everyone loves to talk about the quote-unquote great Kobayashi. Stoney ate 53 to qualify for this event. He would have beat Kobayashi 4 of the 6 titles that Kobayashi grabbed. He's that good. He's lean and he's mean.
42 dogs now. Just over 4 minutes to go. 42 dogs for Stoney. Chestnut's at 41. Janice is back there at 32. The crowd continues to cheer these guys on.
This is a fantastic event right now, Paul. The eyes in the world looking on Coney Island, and Nathan's famous for a reason. Human endeavor.
You know, what was a shower earlier this morning turned into a rainfall. Listen to that crowd, though. They haven't given up at all. There's still 1 dog separating Stoney from Chestnut, and there are 3 minutes left to go. Cheering for Stoney now.
Stoney driving the narrative out here today, I will say that.
Matt Stoney, quiet but aggressive when he gets up at the table.
Feeling it, you can tell that.
Does he look like he's struggling a little bit now?
Feeling it, you know. It's not an easy thing. Don't do it at home.
Still 1 dog difference. We're approaching the 3-minute mark here. Dogs per minute have dropped off.
Stoney's getting comfortable, though. There's that gnawing technique that we talked about. I think you're right that he did feel a little pause. But this thing's starting to wind down. Precious few minutes left.
Looks like Jaws is beginning to try and push it very, very hard. Joey Chestnut. They remain even right now. 2 minutes.
And Chestnut has to be careful.
Is this where Chestnut shows his championship form? Is this where Matt Stoney decides it is time for a new champion, a new holder of the mustard belt, and denies an 8th straight win for Chestnut?
Well, you know, there are 7 summits. People, mountaineers, climb the 7 summits, and Joey said he wanted to create something new, an 8th summit, an 8th challenge, an 8th title, never been done. Will the unachievable be achieved?
We are at the 2-minute mark now. Stoney still has the advantage, but it's, well, it's running pretty neck and neck. I mean, one will get ahead, and then the other one will catch right up. It's been that way throughout the competition.
I think the weather has impacted him a little bit. George is keeping a tight contest there.
I'll tell you what, you gotta love George Shea. He is all over this. He keeps everything going. The crowd loves it. They love him. They love this contest.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Right here.
We go to 1 minute and 20 seconds in competition.
Look at that crowd. This rain and the wind is nothing for the bite and the swallow techniques. These guys are out here to see greatness, and they're getting it here today in the rain, despite the rain. It's the 4th of July. Nathan's famous. It's a destination. It's a place of prominence. Coney Island strong.
55 for Joey. 54 for Matt Stoney. Joey's at 59 seconds. 1 minute left.
56 hot dogs in 9 minutes. Gwyneth would frown, but I think Chris would smile.
50 seconds. Joey's ahead.
Joey Chestnut looking to achieve the unachievable.
30 seconds.
Never been done. 8 titles is what he's looking for. I am not given to hyperbole, Paul, but if this happens, it'll be the greatest achievement in the history of man.
The final 20 seconds are counted down. Chestnut goes ahead. Can Stoney catch up? Is Chestnut on his way to his 8th straight? 10. They count it down to the finish now. At the end, Chestnut is able to move ahead. Let's see how it happens here.
just gone. Come from behind.
Wow. Joey Chestnut. Not near the record.
Well, we're going to have record rainfall.
Well, they both
Joey
look
Chestnut
exhausted.
and Matt Stoney, and I'm going to get the results right now. We got to get official on this. I had a little aneurysm. Oh, my glory.
Crowd sticks in with it despite the weather. Actually went to a pretty heavy rain at about the 5-minute mark. All right, we're waiting for the official results, but it appears that Joey Chestnut has done it again. 8 in a row for Joey Chestnut.